come back to this restaurant. We've been here twice before and never gotten any service.
You're still upset about Bob, aren't you?
No, I understand. It's all difficult.
No. Bob will get used to the idea of us eventually. I just tried to make it happen too quickly. He's innately very flexible.
Well, then maybe the two of you should stay together.
Will you marry me?
Bruce, this is inappropriate.
Prudence, I think that people should act without thought, without reason, on impulse. Like, look at the natives in Samoa, or Margaret Mead. Do you think any of them thought about what they were doing?
Important life decisions can't be made that way.
But they can, and they must. I mean, look at people who become heroes during emergency situations. Do you think they just stop and fret and pick things apart? No, they just move on sheer adrenaline. Why don't we think of our lives as some sort of disaster like the Towering Inferno, or Tora Tora Tora? And then we can just act on impulse. And just put it that way, doesn't that make you want to go out and get married?
But shouldn't I marry someone specific?
I am specific!
Well, of course, but what about the gas man? I mean, do I want the children saying, I saw Daddy kissing the gas man?
We'll get electric heat.
Oh, Bruce.
Besides, I don't want lots of people. I want you and children and occasionally Bob. Is that really so bad?
It's not the traditional setup.
Aren't you afraid of being lonely?
Well, I guess I am.
And aren't most of your college girlfriends married by now?
Well, many of them.
And I don't mean to bring it up, but you should really think about having children now, particularly if you want to have more than one. I mean, you are nearing the end of your childbearing years.
Should we talk about something else?
I mean, time is running out for you. And for me, too. I mean, we're not 20 anymore. We're not even 25. Do you remember how old 30 used to seem?
Please don't go on. You're making me hysterical.
But these are facts, Prudence. I could be your last chance. Maybe nobody will want to be with you until you're 40. And then... And you said it yourself. Zac Efron is too young, and it's so difficult to meet people. And we have so little time left to ourselves. We have to grab it before it's gone.
Stop talking about time, please. I mean, I know I'm 30. It doesn't mean that I'm dead.
I did not say dead. I just meant that we have a very finite amount of time.
Stop talking!
Prudence, I think we can make each other very happy if we just... Is that a waiter hiding back there?
Oh, for God's sake.
What is it?
It's my therapist.
Here?
I thought we were being followed. Dr. Framingham, we see you.
What the hell is he doing here?
I want you to leave here right now, this instant, with me.
Why are you following me?
I want you to leave with me.
But why?
You're very sick. The work we have to do together will take years.
Dr. Framingham, I've been meaning to call you since our last session. I'm discontinuing our therapy.
That will be very self-destructive. You'll be in Bellevue in a week.
I really don't want to see you ever again. Please go away now.
You don't mean what you say.
Do you want me to hit him?
No, I just want him to go away.
All right, you heard what the lady said, pal. She wants to leave.
So, this is the degenerate you were telling me about?
What'd she tell you about me?
Bruce, don't talk to him. Stuart, leave the restaurant. I'm tired of this.
Not till we make our next appointment.
I told you I'm discontinuing our therapy.
You haven't told me why.
Then I will. Because you are a premature ejaculator and a lousy therapist. Now beat it.
Okay, all right. Miss Sensuous woman, you know what's going to happen to you without therapy? Huh? You're going to become a very pathetic, very lonely old maid. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to dump this clown in a couple days and not going to want to go out with me anymore at all. Yeah, your emotional life's going to be tied around all your cats. You know what she does in her apartment? She keeps cats. Some guy wanted to marry her last year, but she didn't do it because he was allergic to cats. She chose the cats.
That is not why we broke up at all.
You're gonna end up taking little boat cruises to Bermuda with your cats and with little spinster librarians. By the time you're 50, unless you kill yourself by then, all because you're too cowardly and too stupid to stick with your therapy.
You are talking utter gibberish. Michael's only slightly allergic to cats, and we didn't get married because we decided we weren't really in love. And I am not going to become an old maid. I am going to get married. In fact, I may even marry Bruce here. And if I do, Bruce and I will send you a Christmas card of our children every year to the mental institution where you'll be locked up.
You are a terrible, terrible patient.
And you're a hideous doctor. I hate you.
I want to tell you how you've made me feel. You kidding? You've made me feel very angry.
I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to ask you people to leave.
But we haven't even seen menus yet.
Yes, but we can't have people shooting each other in here now, they can.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Give me that. All right, listen here, you. I am sick of the service in this restaurant. I am very hungry. Now, I want you to bring me a steak, medium rare, no potato, a small salad with oil and vinegar, and a glass of red wine. Does anyone else want to order? I'd like to see a menu. Bring these other people menus and make it snappy.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I like your directness,
I don't understand. Did he miss us all?
Shut up and sit down. I'm going to have some dinner, and I want everyone to shut up. Oh, Bruce, I think she's marvelous. Shut up. Oh, sorry.
For our special today, our chicken marsala cooked in a garlic and white wine sauce, and a roast Long Island duck cooked in some orange sauce.
Oh, that's chocolate. That chocolate mousse was delicious! I really shouldn't have had two!
Will there be anything else?
Just the check, please.
I thought you killed us all. You should be locked up.
Well, all's well that ends well.
Please! I thought we'd exhausted this whole topic of the shooting! No harm was done!
What if I had a heart condition?
Oh, that would have been your responsibility! Now, we must all take responsibility for our own lives!
Oh, gosh. You're a horrible, horrible therapist.
Sounds like professional jealousy to me! I would not be talking about who's a terrible therapist, if I were you. Oh, she's so direct! I just find her wonderful! Congratulations, Bruce! What are you congratulating him on? Aren't you two getting married?
Yes.
No.
Here's the check.
Woo!
The second chocolate mousse was on the house, Mrs. Wallace.
Oh, thank you, honey. Mwah. He's one of my patients, too.
He's really quite attractive.
Oh, I thought you were gonna kill yourself.
Mrs. Wallace helped me express my anger, and now I don't feel like it anymore.
If one goes around shooting off guns, blank or otherwise, then we'll have anarchy.
No one is interested in your opinion.
Well, I, for one, think that Prudence and I will make a lovely couple, and I think we should get married as soon as possible.
I never want to get married. Ever. I'm going to quit my job and stay in my apartment until they evict me. Then I'm going to become a bag lady and move under the tunnels of Grand Central Station.
But if you marry me, I'll help you want to live again.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, you seemed too busy with the waiter a moment ago.
For God's sake, I just looked at it. You're the one trying to go off and marry this woman. Really, you're just impossible. I thought after I'd shot you, you'd get over this silly thing about women.
I need the stability of a woman.
You think she's stable? She just said she was going to go out and become a bag woman.
She was speaking metaphorically.
What kind of a metaphor is becoming a bag woman?
She meant she was depressed.
So I'm depressed. Why don't you marry me? We'll go find some crackpot Episcopal minister, and then we'll adopt children together.
And that's another thing. I want to have my own children. I want to reproduce, and she can give me that.
Please stop talking about me that way. I don't want your children. I want to be left alone. I want to become a lesbian and move in with Kate Millett.
Now she's making sense.
Oh, don't make fun of her. She's upset.
I'm upset. Nobody worries about me.
Prudence, it's all right. We'll get married. We'll live in Connecticut. Everything will be fine.
She should marry me. I make a good living. Prudence, as your therapist, you should marry me.
Oh, please. Prudence would never marry a man who doesn't let himself cry.
What?
You're too macho for her. She doesn't want you.
There's no such thing as macho. There's male, there's female, then there's whatever you are. Oh, was it something I said?
No, Bruce cries all the time. I encourage him to.
Why won't you marry me?
Because she should marry me.
I don't want either of you. You're both crazy. I'm going to marry someone sane.
There's only me left.
No, there's the waiter. Waiter! Oh, dear! Oh, fear of intimacy leading to faulty to know anything about someone before you get married.
I meant you should marry me.
No, I know too much about you, and I know nothing about the waiter. Waiter! Waiter! Come back right now this instant! I'm gonna
Is there something the matter?
shoot! Yes! I want you to marry me.
Don't understand. Did I add the check wrong?
No! I want you to marry me. I only have a few years left in which it's safe to have children.
Don't understand.
It's all right, Andrew. She's in therapy with me now. Marry me! Marry me! It's all right, Prudence. It's all right. Everything's going to be all right. I don't want therapy. I want tennis lessons. No! Ready for tennis yet, Jim? You must let me help you.
She's my patient.
Well, I think you already failed her. I think I shall have to take her on. I don't want either of you. I've been to see several therapists already, and I'm sick of talking about myself. Enough of this self-destructive behavior, young woman! You're making progress in my care already!
Why did she do that?
Oh, she's getting in touch with her instincts! I hate this restaurant! No! The restaurant isn't the problem! You're looking for perfection! You know the song? Someday my prince will come. Well, it's shit! There is no prince! Everyone in this world is limited, and depending on what you expect, it's either terrible or okay. Wouldn't you agree, Dr. Framingham?
I'm all wet.
Oh, the beginnings of self-awareness! That's right, I left Snoopy home. Well, that was a mistake. Prudence, I'm making a point, I think. Everyone's crazy. We're all alone, and you have no choice but to be alone or to be with someone in what will be a highly imperfect and probably eventually unsatisfactory relationship. I don't believe that's true. Oh, but you do. That's exactly why you act the way you do, because you believe it. I believe there's more chance for happiness than that. Oh, you don't! And why should you? I mean, look at Chekhov! Masha loves Constantine, but Constantine only loves Nina. Nina doesn't love Constantine, but falls in love with Trigorin. Trigorin doesn't love Nina, but kind of loves Madame Arkadina. And Medvedinko loves Masha. But she only loves Constantine, which is back where we started. And at the end of the show, Constantine kills himself! I mean, don't you see? What is your point? Oh! I've forgotten! Oh, damn! Oh! Chekhov says his plays are tragedies! But they're comedies! It's all how you look at it! If you take psychological suffering in the right frame of mind, you can find the humor in it! And that's how you should approach your relationship with Bruce! See?
This is getting way too complicated.
My stomach feels queasy.
Oh, never mind that. Do you remember when I talked to you earlier about acting on instinct like you do in an emergency situation?
Like when I threw the water!
Exactly.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, I want you to answer again on instinct. Don't think about it. Okay?
Okay.
Is your name Prudence?
Yes.
Is your stomach queasy?
Yes.
Is your dress wet?
Yes.
Will you marry me?
Yes. Oh, well, I'm glad that's settled!
Oh, hell no. You're not going to say yes like that, are you?
Well, I guess so. All the other answers were yes. Excuse me, I'm going to the ladies' room to throw up.
I'm so happy! Not that she's ill, but I'm getting married!
We're all happy, I guess.
All my patients leave their therapy. It's very upsetting.
Would you like to talk about it?
Hi. I don't think we've actually met yet. My name's Bob.
I'm Andrew.
You look awfully familiar.
Oh, I think you just seen my type. I get off in 5 minutes.
Do you need any help?
Probably.
And what are you doing?
If you expect me to live above the garage while you carry on with that woman whenever you like, then I'm entitled to the occasional waiter.
Good God, he's not really gonna live on the garage, is he?
Well, it depends on the zoning laws, I guess. I'm getting a head rush from all that moose. Oh, anyone feel like going to a disco?
Oh, I love that. Bruce.
Not particularly. Maybe that waiter will want to go with you.
Andrew's an excellent dancer. He went to reform school.
He's sober now.
Oh, I'm jealous about you and the waiter.
Not very fair. What about you and Prudence?
Well, you're right, but I still feel the emotion, and that's perfectly acceptable, isn't it, Mrs. Wallace?
It's all right with me.
I'm happy about Prudence and I, and unhappy about you and the waiter. In fact, I may want to cry again. No, it's not happening.
He certainly cries a lot.
Don't you ever cry, Dr. Framingham?
Only when things fall on me.
Do you remember Skylab? That space thing that just fell out of the sky! Oh, that upset my porpoises very much!
You have porpoises?
Oh, did I say porpoises? Andrew, what word do I want?
Patience.
Yes, patience! Thank you! Patience.
We had this guy in reform school once, so we didn't like him very much, so we took this big heavy metal bird bath and we dropped it on him. He didn't cry.
That's interesting, Andrew.
He went into a coma.
Andrew, I've told you, I want you to have empathy for other people.
Yes, sorry, we felt really bad for him.
Andrew has a real sensitivity in him. We just haven't seen any of it yet.
So how long were you at reform school?
About 3 years. Till it burned down.
Great.
I hope Prudence isn't ill.
Oh, who cares? Let's go dancing.
Bruce, would you rather I didn't go?
No, I suppose you're allowed waiters. We'll talk later. I'm gonna go see if Prudence is all right. Good night, everyone.
Oh, good night. Oh, he's so nice. Well, the music is calling all of us, I think.
My motorcycle's out this way.
My mother doesn't like it when I ride motorcycles.
Fuck her!
No. I don't want to go to the disco. I don't like discos.
Oh, nonsense. You must learn to like them.
What? There'll be too many women. I shouldn't tell you this. I have troubles relating to women.
Oh, not to me. I think you're delightful.
Oh, you do?
Yes, you know what I think? I think I can help you. I think you should come into therapy with me. Oh, I don't mean therapy. I mean thermidor.
No, you mean therapy.
You sure? It doesn't sound right. Thermidor, authority, thermometer.
No, he's right. You mean therapy.
Therapy, Thackeray, thespian, second Mrs. Tanqueray. Retortica, funicula. Oh, let's just go. It'll come to me. Orca, Ovaltine, the killer whale. Oh, no, I really lost it. Please don't ever come into the ladies' room after me again. It's very disconcerting.
I was worried.
Where is everyone?
He went to the disco.
Why?
Something about the moose, Mrs. Wallace ate.
Never mind, I don't want to know.
I have another question for you. Answer on instinct. Where in Connecticut should we live? Go!
Bridgeport.
Oh, God! Have you ever been to Bridgeport?
No, I didn't mean Bridgeport. I meant Westport.
No, you said Bridgeport. There might be some psychic reason that it's right to live there.
No, I don't want to live in Bridgeport. Bruce, why do you want to marry me? Answer on instinct.
I blogged about it. I want to marry Prudence because all my life I've gone between being traditional and being insane. For example, me marrying Sally was me being traditional, while me sleeping with the gas man and taking my clothes off at the dentist office were me being at the opposite extreme. But I'm not happy at either extreme, and that's where Prudence comes in. Like Sally, Prudence is very traditional, but Sally had no imagination and was too stable, and while I think that Prudence is very traditional, she's also unstable, and that is why I think we should be very happy together. Hashtag Bruce and Prudence forever. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't understand what happened at the dentist office.
I needed a root canal.
That was not on instinct. You had written that down.
Yes, but it was on instinct to read it.
How can I marry someone who takes their clothes off at the dentist's office?
Oh, well, I don't take them off as a general rule.
I must be out of my mind.
You're changing your mind, aren't you? Oh my god. Prudence, are you crying? What's wrong?
I don't know. I mean, I'm upset that you took your clothes off at the dentist's office because it means you must be insane. And I thought maybe you weren't insane, but just sort of lively.
I am lively!
No, you're too lively. I wouldn't be able to cope.
Well, then I'll have Mrs. Wallace prescribe me some lithium, and she can give you speed, and we'll meet in the middle.
I don't want speed. I want an Alka-Seltzer. Do you think the waiter could bring me one?
No, he went to the disco with Bob.
Well, there must be other waiters in this restaurant.
It is a restaurant. Waiter!
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 I'm very honored that you cried in front of me. Thank you. Waiter!
You're welcome. Waiter!
I suppose you don't cry very often, do you? Waiter!
No, not in front of anyone at least.
I'm very honored. Waiter!
I'll have to try and cry for you again sometime.
Thank you. Waiter!
Waiter!
Waiter! This is a very existential restaurant.
Yes, that's why I like it here so much.
You like it here?
Mm-hmm. It's nice. They leave you alone here. Conducive to conversation.
I suppose it is a nice place to come and talk. Waiter!
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 Waiter.
There's a waiter that I'm longing for.
Da, 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 da.
Silly song.
Very silly.